Oh, and here's that weird kid again.
Did my father and Mausinger hate each other?
Sometimes it's just not possible for people to stay friends. Sometimes the circumstances just won't allow it.
I can't believe that father would have hated someone or been suspicious of them simply because of their species. But then, why else would Mausinger do what he did?
Because he was corrupted
I
by the
suppose
little
he was
lickspittle.
afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
That the
Good
great
question.
man he dedicated his life to was using him and would one day cast him aside.
What's going on with your mouth there? It's a weird animation.
Think about it.
Yeah,
What could
that's
be more
weird.
frightening than being discarded by someone you love? Not that I know all the details, of course.
What are you?
Right.
So that's how Doloran corrupted him. The Mark of Kings. Achievement unlocked. Well, now we know that. Madness. Alright. It's gonna be odd to try and reform my singer, though. Everyone, there's something I need to talk to you about. Before we ask Dong Dell to sign the declaration, I need to know how its people is faring under Mausinger's rule. Yeah, fair point. I would also like to know what they thought of my father. Perhaps they might be able to help me understand why he was murdered. I never once considered their thoughts or feelings when I was their ruler. It's high time I found out what they truly think. You weren't their ruler. You never were the king of Dong Dell.
Chapter 8.
You were the heir apparent.
Land of my fathers.
Alright. So the question is, how
Alright.
do we start this off? Let me run you through how we're going to infiltrate Dong Dell. Yes, please. These crosses on this map mark the areas where the troops are most heavily concentrated. As you can see, the direct approach via the river would be suicidal. There's no way to get close without being spotted. So we'll use the zipline to take us over the river and set us down someplace quieter. From there, we'll make our way via the least heavily guarded areas to the entrance in the Kingsway. It's a good thing Zip gave us the old girl, huh? She's quiet as a mouse, even with the engine full ahead. Which is not to say that caution will not be required. We cannot take the risk of flying too close to the city. A roundabout approach will still be required. So an old sky pirate's full frontal assault ain't the order of the day, then. It don't look like it. This will be straight in. No messing job by the sound of it. Alright, let's make ready to leave. Fun. Alright. Homeward bound. Oh, new leaf book posts. That hasn't happened in a while. Here's the latest installment in my series of profiles of the abundantly talented. Today I'd like to introduce you to Yip Yip, a gifted accessory maker who's always ahead of the curve when it comes to the latest trends. I'd love her to design something for me one day. She's the same age as my grandma. She's a 6-month waiting list. Doesn't look that old. What age is your grandma? Take a long look. Take a long, hard look at this photograph. Does it look familiar? If it does, you should get yourself down there as fast as your feet can carry you, and bag the tip-top treasure I've hidden. Happy hunting. It does look strangely familiar. I have failed to find any of these treasures. Man, another tough one. And another weird fish. Oh, Dancer of the Deep. This is the toxic fish I need to find. I need to find it, but I have no idea where they are. Need to find it for a little side quest to get that oceanographer kid. Anyway. So now is when we will go and have a look at our kingdom. Ah, my coffers are almost full.
All right.
Sweet. And my storage needs full as well. Sweet. Alright. Let's set up some research. Alright, so we've done a little bit of management in our kingdoms. We upgraded a few bits, we set up some research, and we built Tammy some new spears because for some reason I cannot find decent spears being dropped anywhere. Getting tons of hammers and axes for Batu, but very little spears. Alright then. So let's call our Zeppelin. And we want to head over towards Dong Dell. Whee! Aw, yeah. I love this Zeppelin so much. Look how fast it is. So we're going to go up around behind. Land around here. There's a big bad boss over there. He might be a bit too big for us right now, so we'll let him be. We'll land about here. There we go. There's a little goo. Let's speed it up.
I'll do my best.
Alright, so we've got into a number of fights there. I'll just cut that out so you don't have to watch the repetitiveness of this. So we're going to try and sneak around now behind Dong Dell. I'll avoid that skelly phasm as well. There it is! The little poplint emblem. So if we put the mark of the kings just here, and have a big glowing light that people will surely notice.
Tidy!
The king's way, here we come. Here we go. Doo-doo. So does this mean we now actually get to wander the streets of Dong Dell, or are we restricted to the castle again? And that is not a great disguise, Heaven. Nor you, Roland. You're literally wearing the same coat. Yeah, we get to wander around the town now. Yay! A lot of mouse statuettes around. Dong Dell. Oh, even the coat of arms is a little mouse. That's adorable. And a mouse singer statue. Yeah. Doesn't look that great.
Wow.
So this is Dong Dell, huh? It looks like something out of a picture book. It feels different from the last time I was here.
Well,
The town appears peaceful, and yet one cannot help but notice a distinct lack of Gimlikin. They all jumped ship and set sail for safer shores, I shouldn't wonder.
no.
Unlikely. Massinger has the citizenry under close scrutiny ever since the coup. If they didn't get away fast, they didn't get away at all. I've heard they've all been moved to some kind of underground slum somewhere, although I don't know much more than that.
Blimey.
That sounds miserable.
All right.
Alright, if there are no Grimmican left to speak with, we shall have to see what the mice and the rats have to tell us. Only if you and Roland will agree not to remove your hoods. You are both too well known here for comfort. Okay. It's not exactly the world's best disguise, but I guess it'll have to do for now.
Oi!
Why, less you're complaining is, best I could rustle up on short notice. On short notice, you managed to pull a suit and wedding dress out of your arse. You couldn't have pulled off a mask. Alright, let's see what we find. Gosh, it's been a while since we had any visitors from outside the kingdom. Now you at least have one meal at Hootie before you leave, won't you? We make all the desserts, you see, and they're delicious, even if I do say so myself. Alright, let's go and talk to other random people. Hello, random lady mouse.
Huh?
What's that you say? Life under King Mousinger? Well, I don't know what it's like for the humans of the Gremmelkin, but for a mouse like me, things are completely different nowadays. I mean, when I was younger, we were picked on all the time. My mother told me we should never trust a Gremmelkin, or even become friends with one. I think that's what all mouse mothers told their children back then. Still, I won't hold a grudge against King Leonhard. He tried, or anything. It's all in the past now. It's time to move on. Alright. Whee! Well, you look interesting.
Hello.
I've read and reread every word that has ever been written about Dong Dell. There's no mouse, gremlin, or human who knows the history of the kingdom better than me. I would like to find out more, please. How many more Gremlin will round it up today? It's terrible. I know, but there'll be more arrested tomorrow. Things can't go on like this. Ooh. I have to say, this song is very reminiscent of certain things in history.
Yeah.
King Mousinger's policies are putting Mousekind first at last. They've given us all a real boost. I suspect the Gremlin aren't too happy about it, but still. They've had their time in the sun, and we've all suffered enough. I think it's only fair that the tables have turned. It's amazing to think how different things might be now if King Leonhard hadn't fallen ill and passed away when he did. Wow. Oh, little sheep. A little Higgle. Hey, Higgle. What was his name? Cheerful Higgledy. Friendly alpaca. Bortle. The mouse soldiers say Gremlin King are criminals who are causing chaos in the kingdom, but I haven't seen any for a while. Could they be doing all the bad stuff could they really be doing all the bad stuff they're being blamed for? No. That was the Sparrow dude again.
Hello there.
Welcome to the original Swift Solutions. This is where it all began. I'm in charge of the retail. Are you here to buy or sell? Oh, okay.
What can I do for you today? See you again.
So you don't have any of the little missions. At least not yet, anyway. Oh, hey, a tripdoor. I'll need that.
Yeah.
Life here in Ding Dong Dell has changed beyond recognition since King Mousinger took over. I mean, King Leonhard always said he was committed to equality, but I never really trusted him. You wouldn't either if you've seen the way Gremlin King used to treat us mice. Now we're finally getting what we deserve, and it's all King Mousinger's doing. He's our hero. Can't tell if they were genuinely oppressed or they're all being brainwashed. It certainly seems Mousinger's rule is no unwelcome thing for the majority of Mousekind. And why would that be? They're finally getting preferential treatment after all these years. So let me see if I've got this straight. It used to be the mice and the rats who were discriminated against, and now the tables have turned, and the Grummelkin are on the receiving end. It seems so, yes.
Aye.
Tit for tatty. Folks ain't never so different whilst they're the same. I never knew things were so hard for Mousekind. I knew nothing about my people, nothing at all, and to think I called myself their king. Oh, Evan. Okay, that's a point. I'd like to hear what the Gremlin have to say for themselves. There aren't exactly many around to ask. Oh, look at this gang of idlers. If you're not busy, you can give us a hand. Come here, will you? You just shout at random people on the street to get you to... Yeah, sure. What exactly do you need our help with? Oh, you were listening, will you? That just means you're keen to help. How lovely of you. Oh, well, don't be shy now. Here you go. A sardine sandwich. Cute. What's this? It's one of my favourite It's one of my famous sardine sandwiches, of course. I'll need you to deliver it to a Grummelkin called Shadow. Shadow. The Shadow? The Shadow.
The Shadow.
I need to watch The Gamers again. That was a brilliant thing. Well, there was an incident, so we say. He's probably hiding somewhere, the poor lad. He would have gone far. He's a cat fellow, black with a long tail. You can't miss it. He's always wagging it about all over the place. He's paid already, so you just need to give him the package. Flip, mon. What are we, errand boys?
Yeah.
Whatever you are, deliver the goods, come back here, and I'll see you rewarded. How does that sound? Something tells me we won't have much choice. Alright, let's go find this Shadow for you. Do me a cat fuck about. I'll soon spot him, I'm sure. Let's just follow the big golden arrow. Huh. How many times have to tell you? I can't go home until we've rounded up all the Gremlin. They're a danger to themselves and others. Alright then. Who are you? Oh dear me, I've certain I've forgotten something. Probably. I'm gonna take that anyway. He's just staring down an alley. Very effective guard. Aw, he's hiding behind a tree. It's interesting that the coats have just this little slot for their tails to poke out. Certainly long black tail. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to be Shadow by any chance, would you? I wasn't doing anything. I promise. Have mercy on an arms, Grimalkin.
Howdy do.
Howdy to Panic Pow. We're just the sardine sandwich delivery boys, isn't it?
Whoa!
A sandwich? For me?
Yes.
Crumbles asked us to give it to you.
Oh,
I thought those awful soldiers had caught up with me.
thanks.
Thanks ever so much. Handed over the sandwich. I wanted to ask you something. How are things for Grimalkin and Dong Dell these days? Visitors from abroad, eh? We don't see many of your lot lately. What with the borders being closed down and everything. Things are more than a little rough for a wee catfolk ever since Mousinger took over. I was only out buying a sardine sandwich and those soldiers started looking at me askance. Askance? Alright, there's another random word. I'm going to assume it's some sort of slang because they've been slipping Northern English and Scottish slang in here for a while. I'll look it up if I remember. I had no choice but to run, really. So you came and hid here without even taking what you bought with you?
Yep.
Of course I did. We've been chased out of our homes, driven into the slums. They've posted soldiers at the sewer entrance to watch our comings and goings. We only risk coming out for food, but it's not really worth getting nobbled for.
Golly.
So that's why there are no Grimalkin in town anymore.
Oh.
What I really wanted was some nice fresh fish, but none of the sandwiches. But one of these sandwiches is the next best thing, I suppose. Aw. Anyway, I can't say no you're talking for you. The soldiers could come along any minute.
Goodbye.
Nice to meet you. Perhaps I'll see you another time. Goodbye.
Crikey.
I suppose we better go back and see old Grumbles, eh? Aw. Poor kitty folk. As I say, it's like, was it really that bad for the mice and rats under Leonhardt, or are they just
Welcome.
basically being brainwashed and thinking this is better? Welcome back, my lovelies. Well, did you carry out my little errand? We found Shadow and gave him his sandwich. Wasn't that lovely of you? I'm ever so sorry to impose upon you like that. Now, I said I'd give you a little reward, didn't I? Well, here you go. I got a sardine sandwich too. Yay.
What?
You're kidding, and we just delivered one of these. You'll be complaining once you've had a bite, my dear. My sardine sandwiches are the best in the land. And you'll be back for more before long, you'll see.
Oh, that cheek.
That's about it, yeah. So the Grimalkin are living underground slum and the guards are posted at the entrance? Shadow said it was in the old sewers, didn't he? And if he made it out, there must be a way down where the guards aren't watching.
Blimey.
Imagine being trapped down there like that. It must be like being in prison. We cannot risk being spotted by the guards. If we are to visit the slums, we must make our way there undetected.
All right.
All right, come on. We'll find a way. Somehow. A species oppressed. It's actually a decently sized area. Let's have a little poke around. Oh, new leaf book. I recently paid a visit to the exotic realm of Broadleaf. Can you guess what is in this picture of? It's a hotel. Each of these doors leads to a small room, which is just about squeezed aside. I thought it would be awful, but it was actually really comfortable. Looks like a giant kiln. Oh yeah, it's like those little pod hotels that are popping up. You'll essentially just rent yourself this little drawer. Apparently they're really comfortable though. And... Whee! Alright. We mustn't go any closer. Might get spotted by the guards. Well, let's do some parkour. Parkour! Alright. So the old well was over here.